There is a war going on in America today. People protesting for justice in different forms, social justice, political, economic, financial, they are being targeted by federal, state, and local authorities in Los Angeles and across America. The Occupy Wall Street movement is under attack on a nationwide basis. There are documents that were revealed months ago, last summer, and there are new documents just out revealed from a Freedom of Information FOIA lawsuit. It's very tough to get information, and the information when it's gotten, as was the case for this one, is the material when it comes is heavily redacted, but there's enough information in it to prove that federal authorities, complicit with state and local ones, are equating peaceful Occupy Wall Street protesters, not just in Los Angeles, but across America, as potential criminals and terrorists. I am writing about this today. I am writing about the USA Patriot Act. For the first time in American history, there were two provisions, at least two provisions, in the USA Patriot Act that created the crime of domestic terrorism. And what does this call domestic? What is called domestic terrorism? Peaceful demonstrations / protests by activists for social justice, for environmental justice, for animal rights justice, for things that are protected by U.S. constitutional, statute, and international law. And authorities now can claim that these activities are disrupting government, they're harming national security, and they can be criminalized. So these people can be called domestic terrorists. And I must say, I have written about a good number of individual cases where decent Americans doing absolutely constitutionally protected protests were arrested, they were charged, they were prosecuted, they were convicted, they were imprisoned, and some of them have been in prison for years, and they'll stay there for many years to come. Why? For doing the right thing, for challenging authority. Well, the Occupy Wall Street movement is part of that, and there literally is a war going on to subvert them and to destroy them and to say that they are the equivalent of domestic terrorists. That is what's going on. It's happening in my own city of Chicago. It's happening in the big cities, in the small cities, in hundreds of cities around the country. And local, federal, and state authorities are complicit in doing this. I'll have plenty to say about it. I've done it before talking about Occupy Wall Street, but as more information comes out, it's clearer than ever. I can only say it this way. America is a police state. It's a hair's breadth from full-blown tyranny. The war on Occupy Wall Street activists is one strand of a greater war attacking freedom in America, and anybody doing anything, including what I do, writing, media work, we're all vulnerable. We never know when authorities might decide they're coming for us and they'll get us. And guilt needs no evidence. Accusation suffices. That's the state of America today. It is very, very disturbing, and anybody doing the right thing is vulnerable.